If you feel comfortable focusing on your breath, take a few conscious, deep breaths. If not, try to be aware of any sensation that arises in your body at the moment. Try to use your whole body to breathe, expanding and compressing your chest. Expand by taking in the outside, hold the air, exhale and compress by letting out the air. Note the gap between inhale and exhale. If that feels comfortable, focus on the gap in between. Notice how inside and outside are in constant flux. If you like, follow my voice as I read to you an excerpt from the article Climate Justice in More Than Human Worlds by Blanche Verly. Breath is an enlivening, more than human, transcorporeal practice through which air and breathing bodies collaboratively and continually make and remake one another and the world we inhabit. Technically, breath is the process of moving air between the internal body and the external atmosphere. And respiration, the cellular process through which living organisms use that air to convert matter into energy that their bodies can use. For almost all multicellular life, plants, animals, fungi, respiration requires oxygen, and carbon dioxide is created as a byproduct and returned to the atmosphere. Thus, while respiration occurs in individuated and always locally and historically situated bodies, breath enmeshes each body with the planet's atmosphere, and thus each and every other planetary body through their transcorporeal exchange and manufacturing a gaseous matter. This makes breath both situated and distributed, and something that is always differentiated, even as it speaks to our common embodiment as cellular earthly beings. As the process of energizing, breath is crucial to processes of ongoingness, as well as to change and becoming. As you breathe, you exist in a state of entanglement. The idea of your body being an isolated, enclosed entity is an illusion. Let the thought sink in with a few deep breaths. Try to conceive of yourself as open, permeable, and in that sense, vulnerable. Try to visualize the process of exchange that happens with each breath that you take. Embrace this permeability, your vulnerability. You're not just exchanging oxygen for carbon dioxide to generate energy. You're also ingesting tiny particles of dust, pollen, other kinds of gas. Some of those get stuck in the fine hairs within your nostrils. Others travel further down your throat. Some of it may end up in your lungs. In this city, you will ingest the fine dust particles from the nearby traffic or the smoke from someone's cigarette. Some of it will stay with you, become part of you. It might even change you, makes you sick, perhaps. You were never pure or unpolluted. Purity is simply not an option. How does this thought make you feel? Find a comfortable position, whatever that means for you in this particular moment. You could sit down, stand, walk, or even lie down. You can also close your eyes if you want to. If you feel an inclination to move, however small it may be, then don't fight it. You can introduce small movements that feel fluid, effortless, movements that give you a sensation of pleasure. This will look different on each and everybody. Try to let these movements flow. Give in to that urge if it arises, and observe. Now try to conceive of your body as a solid skeletal structure with various joints, surrounded and held together by flesh, made up of tissues with different textures, muscles, soft connective tissues, and fat, stringy tendons. Most of that is covered by a layer of skin, your largest organ. In some places, hair might be sprouting from your skin. It produces oil and sweat. In some places more than in others. There might be scars that have a different texture, lumps and bumps, hardness in between softness. In some places, your skin might be thicker or thinner. At the end of your fingers and toes, solid nails emerge. There are so many details you can perceive. Take your time. Feel free to touch, squeeze, or caress this body of yours if you feel like it. Take some time for that and be gentle. You are an object among other objects. Let that sink in. How does that feel? However, being an object doesn't mean you are static or unchanging. You are in a constant state of becoming. Different textures and materialities are coming together and shape this entity that you are and its stories. If that is comfortable, try to become aware of the internal movements that run throughout your body. You could focus on a particular sensation, like your breath or your heartbeat, and how it reverberates through your body. Even if you are seemingly still, you can observe infinite internal movements as well as ongoing metabolic processes that keep you alive. Your breath flowing gently, your heart pumping blood through your veins and arteries, your digestive organs working to provide you with energy, the tension in some of your muscles. Become aware of the effort that it takes to be still. Become aware of stillness as an action.
very much. That was wonderful.